So welcome back everyone, I'm Madals. This of course is the Foreign Hope. And well, this is going to be another second round game. I know we just came out of a second round game. It's because the brackets unfortunately have gone a little bit crazy. But that's fine. It's getting sorted out. I've got some awesome admins, Glide and also Tenshi are both doing my admin for me. So they'll be making sure everything goes well. Anyway, let's introduce these two. Spawning in the lower right-hand position, we've got the purple Zerg. It's Arbiter, who's going for a sneaky 8-pull. And his opponent up to the top left, representing TT Esports, Seed. It's Revolution. I've had the pleasure to cast Revolution multiple times. He's a UK player. Arbiter, I don't think I've ever had the pleasure to cast. Looks like we're just going to get a small pause right now while we sort all of this out and try and get things fixed as quickly as possible. Looks like Arbiter is just getting a few little bit of issues in terms of making sure that it all goes nicely and his lag is not causing too many problems. So looks like we're ready to go again and nothing too much has happened in the meantime. Obviously just that 8-pull is going too well. Spawning pull halfway done. Meanwhile, up on Revolution's side, he did extract a trick out, but he's up to 13 supply. Going to be interesting to see whether he chances a hatchery first, or if he goes for that spawning pool first. Only time will be able to tell for us. Of course, while we're waiting for this to go through, I've got to give a shout out to our sponsors. Of course, this was funded primarily by myself and the community, but also a couple of sponsors got on board just to really ramp up that prize pool to the $2,400 that the top 6 players are going to be battling it out for. And that, of course, is Let's Kung Fu, Plantronics Gaming, and Agro GG. Go give them some love on Twitter because, frankly, without them, without all of you who donated, this wouldn't have been possible. Anyway, first 8 lings come bounding across the map. Revolution has got an Overlord coming through. The trouble with King Sejong Station for ZvZ is that this Overlord, if you want to check the natural base, the timing of an 8-ball actually just means that these lings run straight past, and you don't get the privilege of being able to see them. And that's a little bit of a nuisance. Second Overlord can sometimes see them, but of course what we're getting now is Arbiter just reposition. Actually, no, you don't get to see them because it naturally paths that way. Anyway, enough of that. Lings coming on through. Revolution did go for the pull before hatch, so he is going to have some Zerglings of his own out. This means that he should be able to keep control of this hatchery, may be forced to cancel it, but with only, well, there's 12 lings on the field, but there's only 6 over here at the moment. It'll be interesting to see whether there is enough time. Revolution should cancel this. No point allowing it to finish up. I don't even think it would finish up with the amount of damage it's taken, but Revolution just waiting until the last possible minute to do that, just to buy himself as much time as possible. This drone frantically trying to get away. It's not going to work, unfortunately. Bye-bye, poor drone. Double spines coming down, though. Revolution getting himself into an emergency position where he's going to be able to try and hold off against this ling aggression. Maybe a bit concerned the banelings are following up, so he's keeping a good check on that. Otherwise, just a couple of spines coming on down. He may cancel the second one, actually, since he hasn't seen any banelings. Just going to be keeping a check on how many lings are coming through, of course. Revolution does have vision with this Overlord to see exactly what is where. Lings pre-splitting from Arbiter in case anything comes down the ramp. Second spine was allowed to finish here by Revolution. He's going to be moving that one forward just to get a couple of early pokes out. The Queen moving forward as well. Zergling speed coming down from Arbiter. Meanwhile, Revolution, he's only just now grabbing up his gas, so he's quite a long way behind in terms of tech. But if we look at the overall positioning, the drone counts are still equal, while Revolution does have those 2 spines as well. So he's in a strong defensive spot. He's droning up a bit heavier than his opponent. What's important to know is these double queens. They can actually get in a position where they wall off this ramp. And with a creep tumor, these 2 spines can move down to guard the ramp very, very well against pretty much anything that could be coming up. So Revolution, just happy to chill here, waiting at the moment to see what he's able to do. Hatchery is going to get made down at the natural. Meanwhile, Arbiter hasn't started or attempted to start his own natural base as of yet. Revolution not going to be able to get that. Pulling back with the drone. Sees a lot of Zerglings there. Decides, nope, don't want to go in. Arbiter behind this. Starting up a baneling nest. His Zergling speed is nearly finished as well. That's going to be helpful for him. There we go. Hatch has been secured. Revolution going to be keeping a close eye on the fact that there isn't as of yet a natural base. And he's going to be thinking to himself, well, why not? What sneaky shenanigans are you getting up to? Zergling speed nearly done. More lings coming across the map. Speed can be seen. Spine trying to edge on down. Second spine still staying up in the main for the moment, but I imagine that'll move down shortly. There we go. just come around here, try and hold as much space as possible. Baneling's morphing on through, and I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work at the moment. Ling's just waiting for the moment, looking for a good opportunity. Arbiter. I don't think... he's morphing in more Banelings. He's going to try and go for this, but with the 2 spines there, it's going to be so hard to do anything. Already, those Banelings getting just melted. Only 1 detonating even on a spine. The Queen is going to die, but at what cost? So many Lings, so many Banelings went down there. That is very painful to see happen there, unfortunately, for Arbiter. Arbiter, he's got 4 more Banelings, though, coming on up, but of course the spines and the Queens are still alive. One of those spines gets taken down. One of the Banelings is able to connect on some of the Zerglings. But all in all, spines are very good against Banelings. Revolution as well. Got some roaches coming down onto the field. This is basically the moment that you start beating easily Baneling Zergling play. The Roach is able to deal very effectively with that, especially the Banelings can focus them down easily and take a lot of hits. So as it stands, Revolution up now, 27 to 17 workers. Natural base for Arbiter is done, although he's so far down in the drone count, that's going to be severely difficult for him to try and make up for. He's also got a lot of units on the field that haven't really done much, and that hurts him as well. All in all, Revolution is quite far ahead in a position in this game. Good overall positioning means that he can easily see the fact that there's a handful of Lings trying to sneak up from behind. The Roach is going to just start trying to chip away there. Their very low range means it's difficult to pick apart at anything overall. So yeah, we've got obviously the Rotron coming down now. We've got Revolution still staying comfortable, getting up his double evolution chambers. Going to be starting those double upgrades shortly. The spine's still giving him some added security. Arbiter slowly leveling out the difference in the worker count as he starts pumping out drones frantically from this natural base. He's also adding in the Rotron and 1 evolution chamber. Gonna wait and see where this is going to go from here, but the Rock's slowly trying to get taken down. A spine even being built up here by Revolution, just trying to buy himself more time with that. Double spines came down from Arbiter. Interesting choice that he got those when there wasn't really any sign of the Roaches getting aggressive. Both sides trying to get their lair down. A big advantage on the lair timing for Revolution, though. Couple of pokes now from that spine. Going to scare away those Zerglings. With the overlord positioning, it's going to be impossible really to try and push down those rocks with the Lings alone. +1 on both sides. Small advantage again for Revolution, about 30 seconds, and he's also begun his Roach speed a heck of a lot quicker. Really important upgrade if you do start getting on the offensive. Allows you to retreat if your opponent doesn't have it, and also allows you to chase down your opponent if they overcommit. Add in a 3rd base, and Revolution is in quite a nice spot, although will lose this Queen that was venturing a bit too far forward. Gets taken down pretty simply. Meanwhile, a couple more Lings leaping and bounding their way through, trying to take down this hatchery, although not going to be very successful in doing so. There's only 3 of them. The Roaches and Lings can be more than enough to stop that. Arbiter, sitting at the moment at 36 drones. His 3rd base only now just beginning, so he's just shy of 50 seconds behind on that. His Roach speed still hasn't begun either, and that arguably is going to be the even bigger problem. He's down by nearly 70 seconds there. Roach speed only 35 seconds away from completion for Revolution at the moment, and that is quite disastrous for Arbiter, if I'm honest. He's going to be running into a lot of difficulties trying to make this work. +1 missile attack kicking in now for Revolution. Roach speed about to finish as well. This 3rd base not looking too safe. Couple of Banelings trying to come on through, but they get taken down easily. Not going to be getting many connections. 1 will be able to make the mark. Roach speed, of course, gives a lot more mobility to Revolution's army, who starts focusing down that 3rd base. Forced to cancel, gets taken out nice and efficiently. +1 is now finished for Arbiter, although still no Roach speed. That's a long way off. Keeping a careful look, it's a 10 worker lead at the moment for Revolution, whereas for Arbiter, he's just not in the best of positions. Just pretty much every aspect of this game he's behind in right now, and that's never a comfortable spot to try and work from. He's going to retake his 3rd. He's not out of this by any means. He's down by quite a long way, but I've seen people come back from worse. Moving through now. These Roaches trying to find some avenue to to attack from. Nice concave here for Revolution. That's not a fight that Arbiter wants to take. He does have roach speed now that will help him, but this is a great concave for Revolution, maximizing the damage of his army. He's jumping straight in on this, focuses down one of the spines, the second one healing out quite a nice bit of damage. The roaches, on the whole, far more numerous for Revolution at the moment, and this is forcing Arbiter back. He's putting the drones. He knows he's in a perilous position. Not going to be able to fare off very well against this. Workers now starting to die on already a low worker count, and Revolution looks set to secure this first map victory. GG, well played, and map 1 is going to go to Revolution.